Page.
One of our viewers reached out today after noticing this. It is the picture of an Army veteran standing in front of Memorial Hermann Hospital with a sign begging for a job after having a stroke.
It is a compelling sight and would have anyone wondering, what's the story here? Our Larry Seward went to find out.
Staff Sergeant LaJean Elliott wants work.
I'm more than qualified.
The Army certified, registered, and trained him 17 years to be a respiratory therapist. But hospitals looking for them overlook him. In 3 years, Elliott's had one interview, no offers. Just a stroke that almost killed him last February.
What do you think's happening?
I'm not sure what's happening, but I would like to know.
So he showed up in fatigues wearing his achievement medal and camo boots outside the hospital that saved his life. For hours, he stood with a sign hoping to be seen and perhaps push the right button to get hired.
Well, I've kept coming back, and this is the last straw.
2 places he applied sent statements. MD Anderson told KHOU 11 News they cannot comment on employment actions related to an individual. However, recruiting and retaining veterans is important as U.S. service members have valuable attributes such as leadership, dependability, teamwork, and problem solving. Memorial Hermann told us they currently employ many U.S. military veterans, and in a 3-year period from 2012 to 2015, we hired nearly 1,000 veterans, and the system is proud to celebrate our employees' service to our country. This vet only hopes someone has room for him. In the Texas Medical Center, Larry Seward, KHOU 11 News.
Hopefully the staff sergeant can get employed. You hate to see that, standing out there asking for a job. Not too proud, but asking.
There has to be an opportunity out there for him.
Hopefully.
All right. We'll remain hopeful. We'll regret